Greetings and blessings and happy Throwback Thursday, August the 27th, 2020. It's about 10:30 a.m. 2020, remember, a time of a change, a perfect vision. Time for people to wake up and really see other people, no matter if they're law enforcement officials, no matter if they're a janitor at a school. Take inventory, because everybody, because they have on a occupational uniform, don't necessarily mean that they are acting properly in that function. Just the other day, a janitor at a school was locked up for sending inappropriate pictures to a minor female. Police across this nation, most of them is getting away with murdering unjustifiably unarmed black men, women, and children. But what I want to talk about today is really important to focus on this particular case of this young 17-year-old white male from the state of Illinois, came to the state of Wisconsin, Kenosha, with an AR-15. Allegedly, his mother, a police officer in their town in Illinois, brought him over there. He came over there allegedly to protect the businesses in Kenosha, Wisconsin. In Kenosha, Wisconsin, once he crossed the line from Illinois to Wisconsin, he was committing a crime of bearing an arm, a firearm, assault rifle at that, in the state of Wisconsin, because you have to be 18 years old, unless the laws just changed after he shot and killed 2 protesters and blew off, or partially blew off, the hand or arm of another. Now, I've seen a lot of videos. What I tried to do is, before I make something, I try to analyze everything. You see what I'm saying? I do my little observation, and then I break it down to where everybody can understand. You see, just like when the young man Blake was shot 7 times, they just showed that, but they didn't show when he was on the other side of the car battling with the police. I don't know what the cause was, but anyway, I don't think the 7 times shooting him in the back would have been necessary, because he wasn't a imminent danger or threat at that particular time. But let's get back to this Kenosha thing now. Every time a black person do something, a police kill him unjustifiably, they run his record and they bring it up. If they're 14 and they're 15, immediately they talking about trying them as an adult. Rarely do you see people getting a GoFund to try to get them out or get them proper representation. But this white guy, everybody trying to picture him as a hero. But now, I put up a video last night on my YouTube channel. Hey now. And my daughter, young daughter, even told me, she said, I bet you somebody gonna complain about it, and they're gonna probably tell you to take it down. They didn't actually tell me to take it down. I could have challenged it, but they said there's been complaints about this particular video being inappropriate. It's inappropriate because I was telling about, here it is, a white individual with an assault rifle blow one guy's head, put a bullet in one guy's head, and he started running. But people wouldn't show that, but it's a video showing partially when the guy was down on the ground. Whether he a protester, whatever he doing, number one, this 17-year-old is not a law enforcement official, don't have authority to do what he did. All them other people out there that was with him, they wasn't doing no shooting. This, to me, was premeditated. This, to me, that some of the police in Illinois from his hometown, as well as some of the police in Kenosha, Wisconsin, knew what they was doing. When you see this guy getting jumped on, people say, oh, they was jumping on him, he was protecting himself. But look at the video before that, while they was chasing him down, they told you what he did. He just shot another individual. And the individual he shot before he shot the other two when they was whooping on his behind, he had killed the other. Then he killed another one where you can actually see it. But yet, he got this rifle still, this assault rifle still on his shoulder, strapped on his shoulder, and the people hollering. You can visibly hear them. I mean, you can verbally hear them hollering and telling the police, he just shot somebody. He walking with his hands up like that. A big armor-like police vehicle go right past it. Then another one. Then a police cop pull on the side and open their door, and they had a little conversation. And how did this young white boy get from out of Kenosha, Wisconsin, with all them law enforcement officials out there? People gonna say they was confused. Ain't nothing confusing about an individual that haven't identified themselves as a police officer or a law enforcement official, no type of badge or nothing like that, and got a weapon, and you done got a call, shots fired. Now, had that been a black young boy with that on his shoulder, he probably would have been shot down before questions even asked. But this man wasn't arrested. This man wasn't questioned. And from what I heard, allegedly his mother that brought him there took him back home. Now, if this did happen, the mother should be stripped of her law enforcement duties, shouldn't be able to carry an arm, should be locked up for transferring a minor from one state to another, from Illinois to Kenosha, with an AR-15 assault rifle after he committed 2 murders in an assault, a deadly assault. She took him back. And every one of them police that allowed him to go past them with that AR-15 assault rifle and didn't stop him, they either incompetent or they are part of the conspiracy. I don't agree with the looting, breaking these windows and all that. And I can see if the little young boy was at home and they tried to come in his house. But this individual took the law in his own hands. Now they got to go for him to raise money, but there shouldn't be no lawyer's team, dream team in the world, with the exception of Jesus, to allow him to beat out that case. He should be either doing life in prison or getting on death row, because if it was a black child, they would have definitely been starting process to trial him as an adult. Now y'all look at them videos. Why you think Facebook is taking down a lot of stuff concerning this young white boy? You want me to tell you why? Because they trying to cover it up. It's from the White House on down. Some of you ignorant blacks is out here breaking into these businesses. When somebody gets shot, breaking other people's cars, robbing people's stores, and telling people, some of you black leaders is telling people it's okay to loot these places. You see what you done got? Those of y'all that's listening to them people, don't listen to them. Tell them to go loot. Let them be the one that gets shot and killed. But let me tell y'all something. These is critical days. If you ain't got God in your life, if you ain't standing on what's right, you just as wrong as what's going on. I don't care what color you is. But I'm going to tell you this one thing, y'all. Take heed to it. That's conspiracy, and God revealed it in this incident in Kenosha, Wisconsin. This is going on everywhere. This is going on in this little town that I'm in, Charleston, Missouri. Law enforcement officials seen a guy assault me, which would have been a felony assault on the elderly. It's on video. There's never been a court date. Never nothing happened. But yet, I called peace in the town for one reason. I got to raise my 2 daughters and take care of my 93-year-old dad, and then I don't want this town to have a bloodbath like some of these other towns is having. But I encourage anybody that ever tried to put their hand on me again or touch my 2 daughters or my daddies. You ever heard the song? It's gonna be a murder, a justifiable murder, because I'm not gonna let you get away. So think twice before you put your hand on Raymond Lewis Ivy. Think twice before you run up on Raymond Lewis Ivy. Think twice before you run up on my 2 daughters or my dad. But y'all wake up. Stay focused on that case. That young guy should be charged with as an adult before the month is over with. Peace be still.